So dear student, I would like to take one more question. This is also a very comprehensive question with the good adjustments, and this is also an application of your knowledge about the goodwill treatment, about the reserves and surplus, about the revaluation of assets and liabilities. But this question is little bit different from the last one, because in this question partners are following fixed capital method, and they are having two accounts, capital account and current account. So we know it, when the partner follows the fixed capital method, then all the adjustment will be adjusted through, not through their capital but through their current account. Capital will be affected only due to the fixed capital brought in by the new partner. So one by one we will start. This question has given question says that following is the balance sheet of A and B as at 31st March 2020, who are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2 respectively. So the old profit sharing ratio is 3:2. Apart from this, balance sheet is given. Liability side, creditors, general reserve, capital account balances and current account balances are given. On the asset side, cash, debtors, provision, less provision for doubtful debt, stock, investment, fixed asset, tangible and goodwill, that is existing goodwill. Now C is admitted as a new partner on 1st April 2020 on the following terms. Provision for doubtful debt is to be maintained at 5% on debtor. So these are the adjustment are given, and question asks you to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and current account, and the balance sheet of the firm, new firm. So three ledgers are to be prepared, that is revaluation account, partners capital account, current account and balance sheet. So current account will be of bigger than the capital account, because capital, all the adjustment will be done through current account. So half page almost will be devoted for the preparation of current account. Almost half page will be devoted for the preparation of revaluation account. 1/3 page of the register will be devoted for preparing capital account, and half page of the register will be devoted for preparing balance sheet. We also pass necessary journal entries, because I would like to solve this question comprehensively, that you know each and every bit of the question, because as I told you, board asks journal entry as well as ledger. So although this question asks only for ledger and balance sheet, but we will solve comprehensively. I will discuss with you all the journal entries also. So provision for doubtful debt means provision for doubtful debt is involved. Outstanding bill for repairs 25,000 to be accounted in the books. This is unrecorded liability. Again, third number, and unrecorded unaccounted interest accrued of rupees 7,500 be provided for. This is unrecorded and unrecorded asset. A takes the investment, so investment is involved. Now expenses on revaluation 5,000 are paid by A. Okay, current accountant will be involved, and stock is revalued at 79,000, so stock will be involved, right? Next, they have given new profit sharing ratio of the partners. Partners will be 4:3:2. Old is 3:2, so we have to calculate the sacrificing ratio. C will bring 1 lakh as his capital. C is to pay an amount equal to his share in firm's goodwill valued at twice the average profit of the last 3 years ended 31st March 2020, 2019 and 2018 were 1,50,000, 1,30,000, 1,25,000 respectively. So good, he is bringing premium for goodwill, but question also give you information about the last 3 years profit, and they ask you to calculate goodwill on the basis of twice the average profit of the last 3 years. So we will calculate, and the last adjustment is given half of the amount of goodwill is to be withdrawn by A and B. Again, the application of the goodwill treatment what we have discussed. So first of all, I'm taking the from the liability side creditors 75,000. There is no adjustment related to creditor, so in the balance sheet we directly show creditor as a 75,000. You can check it, right? Now next is general reserve. General reserve, it is a reserve, the reserves and surpluses. The concept says that reserves and surplus should be written off among the old partners in their old ratio. Old partners are A and B, and their old ratio is 3:2. And the journal entry will be general reserve account debited to A's current account to B's current account. As I told you, because they are following the fixed capital method, so all the adjustment will be done through current account. So general reserve is given 60,000, 3:2. So A's share will be 36,000 and B's share will be 24,000. So in the partner's current account, on the credit side, partner's current account, on the credit side we will show the amount by general reserve account, and 36,000 in A's column, 24,000 in B's column, right? Now again, next is next, after general reserve, capital balances are given. You will brought down in their capital account, you will brought down by balance BD 3 lakh 1,50,000, right? Next item is given current account balances. They are having a credit balance, so on the credit side of the current account you will write by balance BD 50,000 and 10,000, right? Now next item, on the asset side, cash at bank 25,000. So he's bringing cash we have adjustment because he is bringing capital. He is bringing capital of rupees 1 lakh as well as premium for goodwill. Premium for goodwill, we will calculate what is the amount he is bringing, right? So cash, we will see what is the total amount of cash, right? So cash, you can see it here, cash 20, the balance is 25,000, and 1 lakh he brings. Apart from this, we will see what is the amount of capital share of goodwill he is bringing. We will see it. Now next item is debtors 1 lakh. So provision for doubtful debt is to be maintained at 5% on debtor. So debtor is given 1 lakh, 5% of the 1 lakh is 5,000, but provision for doubt, if you check, the provision for doubtful debt is given is only 4,000. So the question, you can understand it here, 5% of the debtor is 5,000, so required provision is 5,000, but existing is 4,000. So we have to increase the provision for doubtful debt by 1,000. So increase in provision is a liability for the business, it is loss for the business. So revaluation account debited to provision for doubtful debt. So debit side of the revaluation account, we will write provision for doubtful debt 1,000, and in the balance sheet we will increase it by 1,000. So less provision for doubtful debt 5,000, now it become 95, net amount is 95,000. So this is adjustment related to provision for doubtful debt. Stock is having revalued 79,000. So you can understand it here, I have explained it. Stock is existing, 6 number, existing is 74,000, after revaluation it becomes 79,000, so it is increased by 5,000. So increase in stock is a income for the business, so increase in asset should be debited stock account will be debited, to income, that is revaluation account, will be credited 5,000. So on the revaluation account we will show it on the credit side stock 5,000, right? So next transaction is about the investment. Investment adjustment. A takes the investment at agreed value of 30,000. A is a partner. He has decided to take over the investment at the agreed value of 30,000, but book value is given 40,000 and he is taken this investment at 30,000. So there is a loss of 10,000 because of decrease in value of investment. So I have explained you the journal entry, and the existing book value of investment is 40,000, agreed is 30,000, so this 10,000 is a decrease in value. So A is the receiver, so his claim will be decreasing. So A's current account will be debited with 30,000, revaluation account will be debited with 10,000. To investment is decreased by 40,000. No more investment was debited, having a debit balance of 40,000. After crediting it, the investment is no more in the business. So in the balance sheet there is no investment shown. You can see it, there is no investment. A's current account will be debited with to investment 30,000, and revaluation account will be debited with to investment 10,000, right? Now next is fixed asset tangible. There is no change in the fixed asset, so we will write the same amount, 3,60,000. We will enter in the balance sheet 3,60,000, right? No change. Now next is given goodwill. Goodwill, the concept says existing goodwill should be written off among the old partners in their old ratio. So goodwill is given here, goodwill is given of 50,000, so it should be written off among the old partners in their old ratio, and the journal entry will be A's current account debited, B's current account debited to goodwill. This will be the journal entry when goodwill will be written off. This is the journal entry. A's current account debited, B's current account debited to goodwill 50,000. Existing goodwill written off. So in the balance sheet, no goodwill will be shown again. In new balance sheet, no goodwill is given. You can see it. And A's in partner's current account on the debit side, we will write to goodwill in the A's column 30,000 and in the B's column 20,000. Right. Now next is outstanding bill for repairs 25,000 is to be accounted in the books. So outstanding bill, this is an unrecorded liability. So unrecorded liability is a loss for the business. So the journal entry is revaluation account debited to outstanding repair bill account, right? So revaluation account will be shown outstanding bill for repair, and in the balance sheet you will show the new liability as a 25,000 outstanding bill for repairs. Now next is an unaccounted, this one, third one, an unaccounted interest accrued of rupees 7,500 be provided for. This is again unrecorded asset. Unrecorded asset is a income for the business, so it will be credited. Revaluation account will be credited, and accrued interest is a income. It's an asset increase in asset should be debited, so accrued interest account debited to revaluation account 7,500 and 7,500. So in the balance sheet you will show the accrued interest. Here they have shown 7,500, and it should be shown on the credit side of the revaluation account, this, right? Now A takes the investment. This is done. Expenses on revaluation of 5,000 are paid by A. So expenses is the business expenses, so it's a loss. For this, revaluation account will be debited, but it is paid by A. So A's claim towards firm will be increased, means A's current account will be increased by this amount. So the journal entry will be, uh, where I have done, this is for revaluation expenses 5,000. Revaluation account debited to A's current account rupees 5,000, right? So next, A's current account will be credited. A's current account will be credited, that is revaluation 5,000, and revaluation account will be debited with A's current account to A's current account 5,000, right? Now next transaction is expenses, stock is revalued, it happened. Now new profit sharing ratio is given, we will calculate the sacrificing ratio. So I have shown the calculation here. A is having old share 3 by 5 and new share is 4 by 9. So LCM is 45, 27 minus 20, that is 7 by 45 is the share what he has sacrificed. We will calculate B's sacrifice. B is having old share 2 by 5 and new share is 3 by 9. 2 by 5 minus 3 by 9, that is 18 minus 15 upon 45, that is 3 by 45 is the sacrifice share. So sacrificing ratio is 7:3, right? So premium for goodwill what he is bringing, for premium for goodwill we have they have shown the calculation. Total goodwill they have calculated twice of the average profit, that is 2,70,000, and C share is 2 by 9 of the 2,70,000. This you can see, this is the calculation of goodwill. So C share is 60,000, this 60,000 he is bringing. So premium for the journal entries I have shown here, he brought the premium for goodwill, bank account debited to premium for goodwill 60,000, and premium for goodwill account debited to A's current account to B's current account in their sacrificing ratio 7:3. 7:3, that is 42,000 and 18,000. So bank will be added with 60,000 and premium for goodwill, A's and B's partners current account will be credited. So partners current account will be credited with premium for goodwill 42,000 and 18,000, and balance bank balance will be, now bank balance can be calculated right now. And apart from this, half of the goodwill, last one is half of the amount of goodwill is withdrawn by A and B. So 30,000 has been withdrawn. So I have also shown it here. For the goodwill treatment I have shown the half of they have withdrawn. A's current account debited, B's current account debited to bank 21,000 and 18,000. 40, half of the 42,000 and 21,000, half of the 18,000. Sorry, it should be 9,000, not 42,000. It should be 9,000. And the amount should be 30,000. Wrongly I have written. So total bank balance will be, if you see it here, 25,000 existing tha, 1 lakh capital, he brings 60,000 premium for goodwill, and out of this 21,000 they have withdrawn by A and 9,000 withdrawn by B, so only 1,55,000 left. So that has been shown here, cash balance 1,55,000, right? And current account I have just told you, and current account was debited. So this is to bank 21,000 and 9,000, right? So now only calculation left. So calculated debit side total is 41,000 and credit side total is only 12,500. So the difference of 28,500 will be shared by the old partners in their old ratio, that is 3:2. So amount is 17,000 and 1,000. So the journal entry is A's current account debited, A's current account debited, B's current account debited to revaluation account, right? So it is shown here. So their debit side revaluation account to revaluation account losses are debited, right? So now calculate, and this is revaluation account. Now partners capital account balance you have brought down, he bring 1 lakh, that is shown here. Now balance it, debit credit balance 3 lakh, there is nothing, so to balance CD 3 lakh. The same way here to 15, 1,50,000, 1 lakh, so 1 lakh. This amount will be shown in the balance sheet. So balance sheet they have shown this, right? Now current account. For current accounts, they on the debit side of the A is 1,33,000 and credit side is 1,33,000. Debit side is whatever the difference is 34,900 will be written as to balance CD. The same way you will total the B's column and you get the balance 11,600. So that this balance will be shown on the liability side they have shown. So this is all about the question. Thank you very much, and I have also given one question to practice at your home.